So my advice for parents and guardians are to, around the 10th grade, start if you don't already, start incorporating your kiddo into their IEP Section 504 meetings. Have them sit down and listen to what their teachers are saying about them, and how you're conversating with their teachers and the 504 Section IEP Section 504 coordinator. Have them start looking at that and talking at those meetings about the concerns that they have in the classroom. Start your kids off with, ordering takeout, um, ordering pizza, or setting doctor's appointments. That's really going to help them to understand the level of responsibility they'll need to be at, once they're a senior and they're, transitioning into the higher education community that they're going to be a part of. And another thing is to start having them understand the impact of their disability. And they need to understand, first of all, that they have a disability, and how it affects them, and have them start talking about, when you're testing in class, what does this look like for you? And then they in turn can practice telling you about how their disability impacts them, even if it's different from what's on paper. Start talking to them about accommodations and their modifications, and continuing to use those, because if they continue to use those in high school, then once they're approved for accommodations in the higher education setting, they will use those in higher education. Another thing is start practicing being the cheerleader instead of the main person who's responsible. Because once you're the cheerleader, your student, and I believe this, your student will be more okay with telling you, hey, I had a bad day today. And they'll be more comfortable with, letting go and letting you understand what's going on with them a little bit more often, and refer them back to their professors and back to our office if they're having any issues in college. So that would be my advice for parents.